Welcome everyone to Charlotte, North Carolina. It's time once again for the running of the Coca-Cola 600 here at Lowe's Motor Speedway. And EA Sports is here to bring you all the action. This is a hometown crowd for a lot of these drivers.
This track was the first one to focus on spectator comfort, and it shows. This place always draws an enormous crowd. Most of the team shops are located in this area, which give it a hometown feel. We're in for some great racing here at Lowe's.
Kyle had a very rough season in 2002.
Did he ever? With no top 10 finishes and an average finish of 27th, you know it is a year he would like to forget.
Greg Biffle won the Ray Bestos Rookie of the Year award in the NASCAR Busch Series in 2001. He started all 33 races that year and posted 5 wins.
Welcome to Delaware for the running of the MBNA Armed Forces Family 400 at Dover International Speedway. This is a tough track, both physically and mentally. What is it the drivers struggle with so much here, Barney?
Oh yeah, the Monster Mile. This 1 mile oval may look easy, but boy, let me tell you, it's a lot harder than it looks. These big corners are absolute torture on the body, and fighting to keep your car off the walls requires total concentration from these drivers.
Ron Hornaday has struggled so far in his NASCAR Winston Cup career, but as his past racing experience shows, he could turn things around at any moment. Tony Stewart won both races here at Dover in 2000 and always seems to run well here.
He definitely has a knack for getting around this racetrack. No matter where he starts, you got to figure on him being up front by the time this race is over.
MRN is live in Pennsylvania today at the Pocono Raceway for the Pocono 500. What can we look for on this unusual track, Barney?
Unique is definitely the word for this racetrack. First of all, there are only 3 corners, each of which has completely different banking, which also means there are 3 straightaways. And guess what? They're all different lengths. This is one tough racetrack to prepare a race car for.
Bobby Labonte has won several races here at the Pocono Raceway, including a thriller in 2001.
That was quite a finish in 2001. Bobby got by Earnhardt Jr. with a daring pass in the tunnel turn with less than 2 laps to go. After that, clear sailing to the finish line.
Mike was 1997's Rookie of the Year. He won both poles at Daytona and even got a win of sorts at the end of the year.
Well, that win was at an exhibition race in Japan. He followed it up with another win over there the next year. And while those wins didn't count in the standings, they showed people that Mike Skinner had what it takes to be a Winston Cup driver.
MRN is coming to you live from Michigan International Speedway for today's Sirius 400. What can we expect in this race, Barney?
Michigan is wide with plenty of banking in the turns. You can get 3 wide pretty easily here. That always makes for some exciting race action.
Jimmy Johnson made his first 3 Winston Cup starts in 2001. In that same season, he scored his first victory in the NASCAR Busch Series and has been turning some heads ever since. In 2002, he was offered a full-time ride in the NASCAR Winston Cup Series by a partnership deal that involved Jeff Gordon as a car owner. I can't think of anyone I'd rather drive for. Top-notch experience and great equipment to go along with it. Michael Waltrip joined DEI at the start of the 2001 season and got a win in his very first race for his new team.
He followed that up with some very impressive runs at the restrictor plate tracks. He's always had a knack for drafting, and with top-notch equipment, you'll be sure to see him up near the front.
NASCAR Winston Cup racing in the Sonoma Valley today. EA Sports is live with flag-to-flag coverage of today's Dodge Save Mart 350 from the Infineon Raceway. It always makes it interesting to watch these drivers have to turn left and right.
Well, these guys only run on road courses twice a year, which means they don't spend much time tuning for them. There's a good chance we'll see a new face in Victory Lane at the end of this one.
Brett Bodine is a rarity on the NASCAR circuit these days as the last of the owner drivers.
That really is a lot for one man in these days of multi-car teams which can share information.
Kyle Petty started racing in the Winston Cup Series back in 1979 at the age of 19.
There's a lot of pressure on drivers in NASCAR, and you gotta believe it's even heavier when your last name is Petty. So to come out and start banging fenders with these guys at age 19, you gotta admire that.
Terry Labonte has been called the Iceman because of his cool demeanor under pressure. But maybe the nickname Iron Man is more appropriate.
That's right. Labonte set a record for consecutive race starts with 655. That's over 20 years without missing a race.
Joe Moore and Barney Hall welcoming you to Loudon, home of the New Hampshire International Speedway, for today's New England 300. Barney, the fans are packed in and ready for the action. What do you think about this track?
This is a tough track for a lot of drivers. These long straights allow the cars to build up a lot of speed before some hard braking going into the flat corners.
Johnny Benson won the Busch Series championship in 1995.
That championship was sandwiched between two Rookie of the Year awards. He won the Busch Series award in 1994, followed up his championship with Winston Cup rookie honors in 96.
Tonight, it's super speedway action under the lights. MRN is live at the Daytona International Speedway this evening with flag-to-flag coverage of the Pepsi 400. With a history and prestige here at this track, the teams seem to be all pushing themselves just a little harder this week.
The list of former winners here is very prestigious indeed. Who wouldn't want their name to be on it? Who knows, maybe we'll add another lucky driver when this one's all over.
Sadler and Ricky Rudd changed rides after the 2002 season, with Sadler joining Robert Yates Racing.
That team is really excited about this year. With a new driver and sponsor, they want to make a good start right out of the box.
Dale Earnhardt Jr. really looks forward to big super speedway tracks. He's had a lot of success here in recent years.
Well, he had the best teacher there was for these plate tracks, and it shows.